she just don't know. I'm gonna wind up getting one. I don't know when, but it's gonna happen.
Yeah, so this is the 6-seat configuration. So it comes 5, 6, or 7. This one right here is going to have the captain chairs in the middle, right? So they fully slide forward, back and forth to allow access to the back.
Okay.
If you don't get this configuration, you have a bench that goes in the center.
Okay.
And so your 5-seat comes standard, which is the 2 seats in the front and the bench. The 7-seater will add the 2 seats in the back, and then the 6-seater is the captain chairs.
Okay. So if I wanted the bench and plus those, that works too.
So you'll get a bench right here in the center,
right?
And then you'll have these. You can add these 2 back seats.
Yeah.
But as far as like the Falcon Wing doors and the screen, that's all standard.
Okay.
Yeah. So there isn't any really on the option wise. Every car from the entry level Model X and battery size, and it's just range and space. How much range you need. How much your seat configuration do you need.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask the crazy question. Y'all don't like do test drives like right now?
No, yeah. To the fully P100D edition, it's fully spec'd to look just like this. You're just picking seats and color.
Yeah, can we do a test drive on one of these?
Yeah, so we can do a demo drive. We're out on a demo drive right now, so as soon as that person gets back, if you don't mind, or we can if you want to go and come back, we can schedule you definitely for today.
No, I mean, I'll stay right here and wait.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can definitely do it. We actually have, it's a white one that looks just like this one that's available. That's sitting right over there.
Oh.
So you have a full glass roof. The glass goes all the way over your head. It's pretty unique. Very sensitive and polarized. The Falcon doors have glass in the top for extra headroom. Mm-hmm. So you have that, you don't sit in there and it doesn't feel like you're real claustrophobic. And then the back seats with the access to them, these seats roll forward. So the seat will come forward, the driver's seat, it'll lean, and then that way you have direct access to the back.
Okay.
And so that's what we did. By doing these Falcon doors, it basically took that pillar that's right here that makes it real hard to get to the back, and now you have full access. And so the back seats will fold down all the way flat. You have plenty of cargo space in the back. Of course, with this vehicle, everything is powered, right? So this can all be controlled remotely from your key remote, from your cell phone, from the screen. But these seats will actually fold down. So you have this storage space, and then, once again, even more.
Wow, okay.
So there's definitely not a lack of space in this vehicle. And then you also have the front area, right? So you have the area in the front where the engine typically would be. We have our front area.
Oh, you see that one? Yeah. So are they trying to go with solar panels on here so they can charge while you're driving, or is that?
We've looked into that, and the problem is, at the end of the day, it just makes a lot more sense to put a system on your roof at your house.
Right.
There just isn't, you're gonna lose a lot of aesthetics. There just isn't enough space on here to get a meaningful amount of power out of it.
Okay.
Whereas we could put a solar system at your roof, on your home, and power your car and power your house.
And how much is that?
So we sell them in blocks. So basically, you're able to design from a 4 kilowatt system. That's how we sell them. And a 4 kilowatt system is pretty much enough to power your car.
Okay.
So if you would say, hey, listen, I'm not going to pay any more money in gas. If I put this 1 block solar system from Tesla on my roof, it'll offset all the power my car is using on average. And then all the additional power, it'll go right into my house. And we still have the CPS rebate. Mm-hmm. So you have another $2,500 in rebate. And this is the last year of the federal tax credit. So your system starts about $10,600. It ends up being about $5,000 when it's all said and done.
Oh, okay.
And that powers your car, right? So you don't have to worry about that. And then you can actually get extra systems.
Oh, okay.
You can get additional systems in 4 increments, 4 kilowatt increments, and that'll power your house. And so we work with CPS to put it all on your roof and make sure your roof's a good fit for it and everything. But if you can see, our solar panels over there in the back look a lot different. You've seen solar.
Right.
Ours, just like our cars, look very sleek. It's a black flush mounted panel to your roof. So the aesthetics are very important. So we won't put anything ugly on your roof. But we call that full ecosystem, right? You're driving sustainably, we're powering the car sustainably, and then we're even taking your energy bill away sustainably. Yeah. And so you can go, with our battery packs, you can literally go as close to off the grid as possible.
Okay. Okay.
And so, but we can do that, right? It's all being able to be facilitated.
I'm just.
No, for sure. Good. You can go in there and push buttons.
You guys want to hang out here for a little bit? I'll go ahead and get our delivery guys started. No problem.
The only thing that kills me is because I'm a big guy. This little stuff right here. Yeah. Because I can't stretch up my leg like I really want
Like
to.
this, sure.
But this is okay right here.
Yeah, so what we did here was, your seat's got 12-way control, but if you look up, lots of headroom.
Yeah.
Typically, a guy your height doesn't have that much headroom.
Right.
And so with an all-glass roof, you don't feel like you're cocooned in there.
Yeah, this is crazy here. I like this.
And so like some neat trick, like if you step on the, so go ahead and step on the brake pedal, the door automatically closes for you.
Wow.
So this vehicle with the little key, which looks like a little Model X, will actually auto open the doors, and then you can use all the screens over here to close the doors, to open them, and so you have a lot of controls right here from this main screen. And that's what we did. We took all the buttons, switches, and knobs of a typical car and made it software. So that way at the end of the day, if we find a better way for you to raise the volume, we just do a software update to your car and you get new features.
Okay. So what's with the automated driving system?
The autopilot?
Yeah.
Yeah, so every new vehicle produced as of April has what we call Autopilot Hardware 3, which is what's necessary to get you to full self-driving. So while full self-driving, where the car is doing everything for you, is not available today, the vehicle has all the necessary components to do it.
Okay.
Today, what it can do is what we call navigate on autopilot. It'll basically take you on the highway. It'll take an interchange. It'll do all those different things, navigate, switch lanes, and things like that. And so you're able to do that today, right? Autopilot, just the basic form, comes standard. Where it used to be you had to purchase autopilot. The standard version where it'll lane keep, switch lanes for you, and automatic, like your adaptive cruise control, is standard now.
Okay.
And so the full self-driving is something, if you want to add on to your vehicle, it's just software. You can either do it at delivery or you can do it down the road. So you might say, hey, listen, I don't need full self-driving today, but I don't want to not have that option.
Right.
2 years from now, you could just update the software and you would have it because it's already built into the car.
Okay.
So you don't need to option the car with it. All of them come with it
So
built in.
that doesn't cost anything. It's just basically an update system.
Right, yeah, so the hardware is already included with the vehicle. The software, so like the full self-driving costs $6,000 to do a full software update. But you can say, hey, I'm gonna wait, but you don't have to worry about, I gotta get a new car.
Right.
It's already built in. But
Okay.
autopilot, the standard autopilot comes standard now.
Okay. So you got to press and hold.
So hit the little X button up here. This is your user interface for the car.
Okay.
And so like you see over on the map, there's that little Earth on the far
right here.
Yeah, right there. So you can choose it's a satellite view. You can hit the traffic light underneath it. It'll show you local traffic. Right. You can go to navigate. You can type in any location, and it'll tell you how long it'll take you to get there, what superchargers you'll need to stop at to make your trip, and how long you need to stop there for.
Okay.
So you can type in, so that guy was going to Denver, Colorado. So here's the supercharger network, and it's telling him, all right, this is how we get there.
And how long it takes? I mean, how long the charge?
Yeah, so you can see most of the time you're not staying for a full charge. You're just staying for enough to get you there, like Childress, Texas. You're going to be there for 30, 40 minutes. And that's at current state of charge, right? So if this, typically when you go on a trip, you'll have it fully charged in your garage the night before, maximum range. The maximum range on this vehicle with the biggest battery is 325 miles. And so if you're gonna do a lot of trips like that, you can say, hey, maybe I need the bigger battery. But then your navigation screen will show you over here, and then you actually have a heads up right here to actually show you where you're going. But you can do that anywhere. You can type in Las Vegas, you can go New York to LA, and our supercharger network will get you there.
I'm trying to see something. Where's you just type it in right here?
Yeah, so hit navigate. So you can type in any address.
I don't know. Let's see. I don't have one, but how about to Valdosta, Georgia? Just put in Valdosta.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So we're gonna follow I-10 basically.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's what we're doing. You know, a lot of people might say, "Hey, listen, I'm not going to do that in a full day. I'm going to drive all the way out to, I'm going to get to Alabama, right? And I'm going to stay the night in Alabama. You can adjust your trip how you want it to, how you want it to go, because what this is going to do is make sure that when you get to your location, you're not on zero. It's giving you a cushion every time you get there, so that you're not stressing out about it. It's a little conservative. Or you might say, "Hey, listen, when we hit Lake Charles, I know it's only saying 40 minutes, but we're actually going to stop and eat dinner, and so I'm going to get a full charge there, and that'll adjust it." You know, this is if you're planning on driving straight through. Right.
Okay.
And so a lot of people, they'll learn where the charging stations are.
That's cool.
And kind of decide, what makes the most sense for the cadence. Like I know with me, with my kids, like they're not going to sit in the car for long. We got to stop.
I don't have any small kids anymore. All my kids are grown.
Yeah.
So it's just be me and my wife.
So yeah, so you have the Ford one right there. You have those adjustable holders. So like a lot of people have those big tumblers. You can adjust it so your tumbler will fit in there.
Oh, okay.
And then behind you is the cell phone one. So that little flip up right here is your cell phone.
Does it automatic charge in there?
So you have your USB ports in there.
Oh, okay. All right.
And then the armrests, if you slide that back, those are your cup holders. So you have cup holders down below, and then you have those there.
That's cool.
So you actually can fit 4 cups up here.
Yeah. This doesn't open up anything?
No, so there's an AC vent in there for the people in the second row. So they have AC, USB, and cup holders in that facing backwards.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me see though. Let me see if we can go out and take a drive.
All right. Yeah, I really want this. Get out of that hybrid and get into this. Put a bench in that middle. Yeah. This is awesome. My wife doesn't have this. She said it's too much money.
Like she does events. So they get all this stuff up there. She's like, I don't know how to do it. You can imagine it's something wrong. I was like, what do you do?
This is my next car.
I don't know if green apple Gatorade is good, but we'll find out.
Off the grid. No freaking maintenance.
So we can go on about a 20-minute drive. Okay. Yeah. So all we'll need is a copy of your driver's license.